Ever felt like you're constantly walking on eggshells in your relationship? Always striving for approval that never comes? Imagine the daily grind of being subtly undermined, where every effort you make is met with indifference or criticism. This is the unseen struggle of those entangled with a narcissistic partner. In the shadows of what appears to be a normal relationship lies a relentless quest for validation from someone incapable of genuine empathy or support. If this sounds familiar, you might be dealing with a narcissistic wife. Narcissism isn't just about being self-absorbed or vain. It's a complex personality disorder with far-reaching implications. Picture this: a woman who is charming and charismatic, but beneath the surface there's a darker side. That's the narcissistic wife we're talking about. Narcissism is characterized by a grandiose sense of self-importance, a lack of empathy for others, and a need for constant admiration. It's like they're the sun, and everyone else is just revolving around them. Now imagine this personality in a marital context. It's not the easiest situation, right? A narcissistic wife can turn a marriage into a one-sided affair, with her needs, desires, and opinions taking center stage. The husband, on the other hand, may find himself constantly walking on eggshells, trying to avoid the next bout of anger or criticism. Now that we've set the stage, let's delve into the specific ways a narcissistic wife might treat her husband. From manipulation to emotional neglect, a narcissistic wife has many tools at her disposal. Let's delve into the narcissistic playbook and outline 11 common tactics. Firstly, we have gaslighting, a form of psychological manipulation where the narcissist sows seeds of doubt in the victim's mind. Imagine a husband who's told that his emotions are overreactions or figments of his imagination. That's gaslighting at work. Secondly, belittling is another weapon of choice. Imagine a wife who constantly undermines her husband's accomplishments, brushing them off as luck or insignificant. She's not boosting her man's morale, she's tearing it down brick by brick. Thirdly, the narcissistic wife often exhibits controlling behavior. This could be anything from dictating her husband's wardrobe to controlling his social interactions. Picture a husband who's told whom he can befriend or what to wear. That's not love, that's control. Fourthly, setting unrealistic expectations is a common tactic. The narcissistic wife projects an image of perfection onto her husband and berates him when he fails to meet these impossible standards. Think of a husband who's expected to be the breadwinner, the handyman, the romantic hero, all at once. That's not just demanding, it's unrealistic. These are just the first 4 tactics in the narcissist's playbook. We also have the silent treatment, blame shifting, projection, exploiting vulnerabilities, emotional blackmail, constant criticism, and the creation of a dependency cycle. Each of these tactics is insidious in its own way, chipping away at the victim's self-esteem and sense of reality. But it's crucial to remember that every situation is unique. Not every narcissistic wife will use all these tactics, and not every husband will react in the same way. It's the pattern of behavior, the persistent disregard for the husband's feelings and needs that truly defines narcissism. These are just a few ways a narcissistic wife might treat her husband. But remember, every situation is unique. The effects of living with a narcissistic wife can be devastating. Imagine a daily life where your every move is scrutinized and your self-esteem is systematically dismantled. This isn't just about having a partner who's a bit self-centered. It's about enduring constant psychological warfare. For instance, gaslighting becomes a grim staple of your interactions. You might find yourself questioning your own memory and sanity as she dismisses your perceptions and paints herself as the victim. Then there's the belittling, which often comes disguised as backhanded compliments or just jokes. It chips away at your confidence, one subtle dig at a time. Moreover, the controlling behavior can feel like living under a microscope, with every decision from social interactions to wardrobe choices needing her approval. And the unrealistic expectations? They set you up for inevitable failure, which she'll remind you of regularly. Living in this kind of environment can plunge one into deep isolation and self-doubt. But acknowledging the problem is the first step towards healing. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. We've journeyed through the unseen struggle of being in a relationship with a narcissistic wife, defined her often destructive behavior, and explored 11 ways this can manifest. We've seen how gaslighting, belittling, and unrealistic expectations can impact a husband's mental and emotional well-being. It's crucial to recognize these behaviors, to understand their root in narcissism, and to take steps to address them. Remember, understanding is the first step to change. We've covered a lot today, but the conversation doesn't have to end here. Delving into the intricate dynamics of a relationship with a narcissistic wife reveals layers that many might find familiar, yet challenging to discuss openly. This is where you come in. Your experiences, thoughts, or questions are invaluable. They shed light on the nuances of such complex interactions and help others feel less alone in their struggles. Imagine this as a grand tea party where each story is a different flavor of tea. Some are bitter, some are sweet, but all are enriching, whether it's a tale of triumph, a question about navigating tricky waters, or just a thought that struck you while listening. Each contribution enriches this collective understanding, so don't be shy. Drop a comment below. It could be the very thing someone else needs to hear today. After all, we're not just here to observe, we're here to interact and grow. We're all in this journey together, so let's learn from each other.
Savored this video, fancy another? Click the on-screen video for an even deeper dive into fresh territory. Your support is like a warm cuppa on a brisk day. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell for the latest content. Cheers for watching.